What if I told you that an earthworm's curiosity could lead to a garden's transformation and unite all its inhabitants? Are you ready to discover the secret hidden within the heart of this lush garden? Welcome to Walter the Earthworm and the Mysterious Treasure of the Lush Garden, a sleep story that will take you on a magical journey through nature's hidden wonders. In this tale, you'll follow Walter, a humble earthworm with a unique gift, as he embarks on an adventure to uncover the truth behind a legendary treasure that promises to change the garden's destiny. Once upon a time, in the depths of a rich, fertile garden, there lived a wise and curious earthworm named Walter. For years, Walter had tirelessly worked to nourish the soil, making the plants above him grow strong and healthy. But Walter had a hidden talent. He could communicate with the creatures of the surface world, a skill that set him apart from his fellow earthworms. This secret ability became the catalyst for a captivating adventure that would alter the course of the garden's future. The story began one fateful morning when Walter overheard a conversation between two ravens perched on a nearby branch. They spoke of a mysterious treasure buried deep within the heart of the garden, an ancient artifact said to possess the power to transform the land into a utopia where every plant and creature could thrive. Intrigued by the possibility of such a magnificent treasure, Walter decided to embark on a quest to uncover the truth behind the legend. Walter set off on his journey, winding his way through the soil and encountering various garden inhabitants along the way. From the wise old oak tree to the playful squirrels, each creature shared their knowledge and wisdom with Walter, guiding him ever closer to the treasure. As the days turned into weeks, Walter's determination grew stronger, and his tunnel network expanded, becoming a marvel of subterranean engineering. Halfway through his quest, Walter stumbled upon a hidden underground chamber. Inside, he discovered the long-lost diary of a famous botanist, the very person who had designed the garden centuries ago. As Walter read the diary, he realized that the treasure he sought was not an artifact, but a secret horticultural technique that could revolutionize the way the garden's plants were cultivated. The secret horticultural technique that Walter discovered in the botanist's diary was a comprehensive and innovative approach to plant cultivation designed to maximize the health, vitality, and yield of the garden. The method, which came to be known as the gardener's elixir, was based on three core principles: fostering symbiotic relationships, enhancing soil fertility, and implementing natural pest control. 1. Fostering symbiotic relationships. The gardener's elixir emphasized the importance of planting complementary species together to encourage mutual growth and development. This practice, known as companion planting, relied on the specific characteristics of different plants to enhance the growth and health of their neighbors. For example, planting nitrogen-fixing legumes near nitrogen-hungry crops would replenish essential nutrients in the soil, while the inclusion of flowering plants would attract pollinators and support the ecosystem's overall health. 2. Enhancing soil fertility. The second principle focused on maintaining and improving soil fertility through the use of natural fertilizers and organic matter. The botanist's diary outlined the importance of regularly adding compost and well-rotted manure to the garden beds, providing plants with the necessary nutrients for optimal growth. Moreover, the technique encouraged the practice of crop rotation to prevent nutrient depletion and reduce the risk of soil-borne diseases. 3. Implementing natural pest control. The final component of the gardener's elixir involved the use of beneficial insects, birds, and other organisms to keep harmful pests in check. By creating habitats for these natural predators, such as birdhouses and insect hotels, the garden would maintain a healthy balance between plant life and the various creatures that inhabited it. The technique also encouraged the use of organic and non-toxic pest control methods, such as introducing predatory insects like ladybugs to combat aphids, or using homemade remedies like garlic spray to deter pests. With the ancient botanist's diary secured in a makeshift pouch made of leaves, Walter continued his journey, eager to share his newfound wisdom with the other inhabitants of the garden. As he tunneled through the soil, he encountered numerous obstacles, each presenting its unique challenge. One day, while navigating through a particularly dense section of roots, Walter came face to face with a cunning mole named Marvin. Marvin was notorious among the garden's inhabitants for his sly nature and penchant for trickery. He caught sight of the diary in Walter's pouch and, recognizing its potential value, attempted to deceive Walter into trading it for a seemingly rare and valuable gemstone. However, Walter's wisdom and intuition guided him to see through Marvin's scheme. He managed to outwit the mole by proposing a riddle that Marvin could not answer, allowing Walter to escape unscathed with the diary still in his possession. As Walter resumed his journey, he had a close call with a curious child named Emily. One sunny afternoon, Emily decided to dig a hole in the garden to plant a new flower. As she dug deeper, her spade came dangerously close to one of Walter's tunnels. Sensing the imminent danger, Walter quickly devised a plan to divert Emily's attention. He wriggled up to the surface and, using his unique communication abilities, whispered into the wind, guiding it to carry a sweet floral scent towards Emily. The delightful aroma captured her attention, luring her away from the spot she had been digging. Walter's quick thinking had saved his home and countless other creatures from potential disaster. Despite the obstacles he faced, Walter's determination remained unshaken. After many weeks of tireless exploration, he finally succeeded in gathering the garden's inhabitants for a grand assembly. Beneath the shade of the wise old oak tree, Walter shared the secret horticultural technique detailed in the botanist's diary. As the creatures listened in awe, they felt inspired and empowered by the knowledge they were gaining. Under Walter's guidance, the garden's inhabitants began implementing the new methods outlined in the diary. They tended to the plants with meticulous care, pruning overgrown branches and removing dead leaves to promote new growth. The creatures worked together to ensure proper irrigation, with birds and squirrels helping to channel rainwater to the plant's roots. And the earthworms, under Walter's supervision, diligently processed organic matter into nutrient-rich natural fertilizers. As the weeks turned into months, the garden flourished like never before. The once dull and struggling plants burst into vibrant hues, their leaves lush and their flowers fragrant. Fruits grew plump and juicy, and the once sparse vegetation became a dense and thriving oasis. The garden had truly transformed into a paradise, providing shelter and sustenance to all creatures who called it home. Walter's tireless efforts, coupled with the invaluable knowledge from the botanist's diary, had not only revitalized the garden, but also united its inhabitants in a shared purpose. As they worked side by side to nurture the land, they developed a deep appreciation for one another and the unique contributions each creature brought to their thriving community. As seasons passed, the once forgotten garden had become a living testament to the beauty and resilience of nature. The vibrant blooms stretched towards the sky, their colors painting a breathtaking tableau against the backdrop of lush green foliage. The trees stood tall and strong, their branches intertwined in a protective canopy, while the symphony of birdsong and rustling leaves filled the air with a sense of harmony and serenity. The creatures of the garden, once isolated and disconnected, had found unity and purpose through their shared efforts. friendships blossomed among unlikely pairs, such as the timid field mouse and the boisterous squirrel, who discovered that they could learn from one another's strengths. The once troublesome mole, Marvin, had been inspired by Walter's wisdom and kindness, transforming himself into a loyal and helpful ally. Together, they continued to expand the network of tunnels, creating an intricate underground world that supported the flourishing garden above. As for Walter, he had become a revered figure within the garden. The creatures looked to him for guidance and wisdom, as his humble journey had brought them all closer to one another and to the land they called home. Walter continued to study the botanist's diary, and with each passing day, he discovered more secrets and insights that further enriched their collective knowledge. One evening, beneath the silvery glow of a full moon, the garden's inhabitants gathered in a moonlit glade to celebrate their unity and the thriving paradise they had created together. The fireflies illuminated the night with their magical dance, while the crickets and frogs serenaded the assembly with a chorus of enchanting melodies. In the heart of the celebration, Walter sat contentedly, taking in the joy and harmony that surrounded him. As the festivities drew to a close, the wise old oak tree, a witness to the garden's transformation, addressed the gathering. In a voice that seemed to echo from the depths of time, it shared a prophecy that the legend of Walter in the garden would spread far and wide, inspiring generations of creatures and humans alike to cherish and protect the natural world. And so, beneath the stars that shimmered like jewels in the velvet sky, the garden's inhabitants vowed to honor the legacy of their humble earthworm friend, whose curiosity, courage, and determination had brought about a miraculous transformation. In that moment, they understood that even the smallest of creatures could have the most profound impact, and that the power of unity and shared purpose could create a world of beauty, love, and harmony that would endure for all time.